Welcome to Indiana Pipe Makers Club podcast. It's August, right? August
Kirk,
challenge.
restate
We're
that.
in September, so it's the August challenge.
You said the Indiana Pipe Club.
Did I say Indiana?
You did. It's okay. It's a learning curve. We'll go with it.
Instagram Pipe Makers Club.
Take
Wow.
two.
Wah, wah, wah.
Nicely done, Kirk. I said no script, but maybe for you we'll have one just for the beginning.
All right. So, what was the challenge for August?
Okay, that I didn't put in there, but
Oh, great.
Oh,
so you got
Perhaps a script would work for you, Jay.
and it's not me that has to read it.
Okay, you ready?
One job. Go ahead.
Okay, August. Forget summer, forget the heat. This is all about the moon phases. August's full moon, the sturgeon moon, will peak on August 19th, and it'll be the first supermoon of the year, besides Justin in a thong,
Yeah, buddy.
and will be at peak illumination at 2:26 p.m. Eastern Time. So the evening,
Just like Justin's moon.
so the so that
Only on
evening,
Thursday
looking
nights.
south. What'd you say?
Only on Thursday nights.
So that evening, looking southeast, it will appear brighter and bigger than any other full moon of the year. With
Just like
that
Justin in a
useless
thong.
information, with that useless information, a pipe based on the appearance of the moon. My intentions are always to make you guys think about the briar in a completely different way than you're used to. So think large, round craters, think living fossil, sturgeon, deep, craggy blasts, rustications that'll lose a finger, or intricately placed chips. A different shape for you a different shape for all of you from what I've seen, as well as a different finish. And that was from Jay in the announcements on the Discord channel.
all right. Getting
Oh yeah,
into
look, I
this.
guess we're not going to say anything about that.
No, what's there to say about it? I already said it. I wrote it. You read it. Thank you very much.
We're professionals here.
Uh,
So let's roll that beautiful bean footage, Kirk.
all right. First up is Kevin Foster of Foster Handmade.
Yeah,
So
see
Kevin
now-
says,
go ahead.
sorry, what?
No, go. The whole idea, based on moon phases and everything else. So go.
Oh, okay.
Wait. No, go.
Wait, what?
Just go.
Go.
No, you can go.
So the idea for the piece came from a fellow airline pilot slash pipe smoker. He wanted something aviation themed and we settled on a Rhodesian design that's turbine engine inspired. The rim face is curved to resemble the big fan or the big propeller thing in the front of the engine of the modern next gen high bypass turbofan engines. The end of the shank is carved into a six-lobed pattern that's supposed to resemble the exhaust gas air mixers, sometimes called hush kits, of older engines that made them a little quieter. The spiraling rustication is for the swirling air throughout. Finally, the flame pattern stem rod represents the hot exhaust gases, not chemtrails, or maybe even an afterburner.
That
So this is moon
directed
themed.
straight at you, Nate.
Well,
Yeah.
moon phase, rocket, and everything else. He did his for a friend that's a pilot, and I mean, look, the detail in this thing is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, first
mean-
of all, if you zoom into that rim, I mean, look at how intricate those lines are for that turbine appearance.
Yeah. It's perfect. And the yeah, I thought he was going to zoom in on it. That's why I was
Oh,
waiting
sorry.
for. But
All
Yeah,
right.
well,
Get
that's
with
what he
it,
was supposed to
Kirk.
do.
Jeez.
God.
One job, Kirk. Press the button. Stop calling your mic for not pressing record.
This one up here, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Sure.
look at that.
It's beautiful.
I'll bet you anything if you take a measurement of those spacings, they're nearly identical.
I don't know. That top one looks a little small, but other than that, yeah, they're pretty similar. It's a beautiful pipe, though. I really like the six lobe part of the shank. It like when you look at the bottom right picture and you're looking at like from the bulb towards the stem. I don't know. It just reminds me of something alien almost. Like I like it.
Yeah.
I think
What's
it's cool.
funny is I asked him about this, one of my comments and on it was where he placed his logo on the
Mhm.
end of the shank there, which I thought was unique and different from, I mean, I've never seen that before. It
Yeah.
actually looks pretty cool on that particular piece. What happened was he forgot to leave a space when he was blasting at the bottom for it, and his logo just happened to have fit right there. So that's where he put it.
It's perfect.
Yeah, but the whole idea of the blast and then the smooth between the end of the shank and the rim, and it's just a very beautiful piece. Whether it's for a turbine or not, it doesn't. Go to the next slide, Kirk. I mean, you could see how he put this together for both pieces and how
Mhm.
what it's supposed to represent. And unless you're the person who's getting this and you know exactly what it is that you wanted and what it was that he was trying to accomplish, without these other two pictures next to it, you would never know. But this is exactly what it is. I mean, it's absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
But we all know Kevin
Agreed.
is, I remember when I first got one of Kevin's pieces. I was floored to find out that he was so new, you know, and I always say some artisans are, they can learn the craft, they can learn the talent, they can learn how to make things and they can grow and develop from there. And some of them are just born with a natural eye and the hands to do this. And that was Kevin from the very beginning.
You know, Nate, we need to have Kevin on again this time so he can actually talk instead of Jay.
That'd be fun.
That'd be
If you
fun.
can get Kevin to talk, that would be fine.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
And not just say things he's not supposed to say that have to be then,
I know.
edited out. All the dark rumors of the airline industry.
The trade secrets, what happens behind the scenes.
Right.
Leave
How
all
they
that
actually
stuff.
have reclining, chairs in the cockpit for the pilot and co-pilot to sleep during the whole thing because it's on autopilot and nobody actually is watching.
All right, next.
Go for it.
So this one is from Nelson Pipes by Jerry.
Love Jerry.
This one has a couple of aspects that are new to me. First, taking the opportunity to really try and improve my blasting abilities. I feel that I have found some things that visually and textually improved and am very happy about. Knowing that this is not something that will happen overnight, I'm gratified with what I've discovered and am very much looking forward to the long road ahead. Secondly, I've been looking forward to using an all natural stain I made up and decided that this would be the one to try it on. I'm pleased with how dark it ended up and brings me to the name The New Moon. I chose to make one of my traditional egg shapes. In reality, I love making that shape with some locally harvested crepe,
Crepe.
crepe, like the dessert
Crepe myrtle.
taco,
Crepe myrtle is the name of the tree.
Yeah. I'm not
with
putting
some
my
locally
granny glasses back on for you.
with some locally harvested crepe myrtle for the accent and some green cumberland for the stem. Thanks and enjoy.
You know, instead of saying crepe, you could say like really thin pancake.
Yeah, it's a crepe. First of all, Jerry's work is next level. I know Jerry from before he was into pipes or pipe making when we were doing the beard stuff together with Chesapeake, and he was he's by trade a finish carpenter, and I mean like a master finish carpenter. The stuff that I've seen him build and do is just mind blowing. He was a natural for this from the very beginning. When he moved to Oklahoma, I had introduced him to Kent Joyce, and from there, the two just they're like two peas in a pod, and they make beautiful pipes. Jerry's egg shape is, in my opinion, his signature shape. Okay, he makes a wonderful. I have this. I keep this one on my table here all the time. This one is, his what I call a dino egg, with the narrow shank and everything. His work is incredible. He actually just sent me another piece I have downstairs, and his daughter Cora crocheted me some hats, one with a fly on it, by the way. She's incredible. But this piece is, zoom into that bottom right. The finish that he did on this, it's a blast, but it's moon rockish like.
Yeah.
He tried to get into those craters and all, but his shaping is incredible. The insert in the stem, the beautiful match.
I love the accent ring. It looks like a really thin pancake.
You're just hungry for carbs.
Do you guys not know the reference?
No.
Yeah, crepes.
Yeah.
Seriously,
got that.
Talladega Nights.
Oh my. Talladega Nights.
It's
What's
been a
that?
long time.
I like clips.
What's that?
I won't say it.
What's Talladega Nights?
Wait, what's a crepe? It's like a really thin pancake.
Yeah. Well, here in America,
Just say I like. Can he say I like really thin pancakes? Oh yes, I think you could say I like really thin pancakes.
so which is your favorite Jesus?
Um, probably shouldn't go there.
I'm Jewish, so it doesn't really make a difference to me.
You and Kirk will have really bad ones to say.
Why? Why is that? Why?
Anyway, move on. Next pipe.
Yeah, you think that little of me? No. Go
No.
back.
No
Go back.
religion. No religion.
No religion. No religion. Go back. Here's one thing I really do appreciate about his work, and I really prefer it when it comes to pipes. And if given the choice, I prefer no bowl coat.
Hmm.
A lot of pipe makers put a bowl coat in automatically all the time. If you're commissioning a piece or asking for a piece be made, or a piece is in the works that you see that you like and you'd like maybe, first right of refusal on it, it's a matter of, you have to say you don't want a bowl coat right up front. I prefer no bowl coat. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I like when an artisan offers or shows it with no bowl coat.
Here's why I like it without a bowl coat. Not that I don't mind bowl coats, but I really don't. I have a healthy distrust for the government, but also people. And I feel like a bowl coat is an easy way to cover up a flaw in a bowl.
Well, here's the thing. Yes. Yes and no.
I'm not
Okay.
saying that any of these guys would ever do that,
No,
but
no, no. I understand exactly what you're saying, and I agree. Yes and no. Look, there could be a very minor inclusion on the inside, and the bowl coat will cover that and protect it. It's not saying that they're filling it, but it's protecting the briar from becoming worse based on how the person smokes it. I know high-end artisans that will not put a bowl coat on a piece that I asked for, as opposed to somebody they don't know, where they say right up front, no, I won't go. I won't send it to you without a bowl coat, because without knowing the person who's getting it, or how they smoke it, they could burn the crap out of it, bowl coat or not. But it'll be 100 times worse and much sooner without the bowl coat. Jason Mouton, Somebody bought one of his pipes online, and he sent me pictures. The thing was charred, as black as a briquette that came out of the grill after a couple of days. The guy was using a torch lighter to light it and completely toasted the pipe. And he did the right thing, and he, fixed it. Sent them, redid it for him. But that's exactly what it is, and that's why pipe makers sometimes won't offer it if they don't know who you are. But I like the fact that there's no bowl coat. Now you can go, Kirk.
Probably just
Okay.
upset half of the artisans out there, artisan pipe makers out there, but
No, it has nothing. Look,
it's going to
It's-
be pre-made stem 2.0.
no. It's for their protection as well. If they don't know who's getting the pipe and not knowing their smoking habits, and they're just buying the pipe, look, you could have a guy who drives a $200,000 Mercedes. He doesn't care about spending $600-800 on his first pipe, and he burns the crap out of it. It's not because there was no bowl coat or there was a bowl coat. It was how he smoked it. But at least if there's a bowl coat, there's some protection to it, to somebody you don't know.
You've heard it here first. You're not an artisan pipe maker if you bowl coat.
I did not say that. Let the record
I'm
be clear. I
joking.
did not
I'm-
say that.
I'm joking, Nate King. Just joking, Nate King.
That was not said. Go ahead. Keep going.
So this next one is
stop listening to our podcast because of that.
This next one here is from Smith House Pipes. And Rich said, I went for more of a celestial feel on this month's challenge. I chose a cannonball shape highlighted with an ivorite ring and Eldridge vintage yellow cast resin for the stem. I lightly blasted the piece before adding a crater rustication. I didn't want to make it too moon-like at the risk of losing the true shape of the pipe. All in all, I'm happy with the results. Another fun challenge from Mr. J. Furman.
Have you guys
I think
ever?
this one's awesome.
Oh yeah. Have you guys ever had a pipe with an Eldridge stem on it from Chris?
No.
I have one.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
one for sure.
His
I have
stems,
one for
they're
sure.
they're not acrylic, they're not ebonite, they're not like the polyester that Chris Asquith uses. They're very comfortable. They have the strength of acrylic with the comfort of an ebonite. They're just an incredible, and the colors that he puts together and does is just unbelievable.
Mhm.
He really does a phenomenal job. My beach set by BJV pipes with that blue and white swirl stem, those are all Eldridge stems.
Yeah.
But the yellow for this was, I mean, aside from being a complete contrast, I mean, you could have gone with black or a Cumberland, but that yellow really stands out and makes the pipe shine. Those craters are perfect in there.
I like
Yeah.
how he stepped away from what he normally does. Like, this is not a rich pipe.
No, you could look at 10 pipes on a table and 5 of them are riches, and you'll know exactly which ones they are.
Without even
You'd
looking
have
at
a- You'd have a hard time taking this one and looking at it and saying this is one of riches. And that's
would-
the whole idea.
I would
to,
guess it.
to get them, something different out of their box. He did a great job on this. He
Yeah.
really pushed his own envelope.
I like the craters and everything really make it look like the moon, like a moon finish.
I really like the very light blast he did on it.
Yeah.
It
You know, if
just
somebody
gives
knew
it,
how to wood carve, they could have done this challenge this month.
If only that one person who's a wood carver who follows this wasn't making naked girls on top of naked horses, they could have.
It was a naked, pumpkin-headed scarecrow this time, Jay. Thank you.
Was it on a naked horse?
No,
The horse was dressed?
it was a naked monkey.
Let's not go there.
Sorry, Nate, you were saying something.
There's a couple of pipe makers that make a moon type finish. Chris Asquith, he makes one. Um, Nathan Armentrout does one, and this is right along those lines.
Eugene Falco does a crazy, I think he calls it like the Sea Witch rustication. Hang on, I got one right over here somewhere.
I haven't seen that.
It's not really moon-like, but it's really cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's like Wolcanoy's blast.
See, or yeah,
And
the rock. What
Yeah,
does he call it?
I don't know.
Sea rock or
Lava
something?
rock.
Lava rock.
Actually,
Right.
I thought of Eugene when this challenge, when you presented this. I thought of that.
Well,
exact-
Sean Ream also. He does a chip blast that's similar to that.
what I'm smoking
But
right now. The Sean Ream.
but Rich really, nailed this one. Kirk.
Next, yep.
Yeah, okay. Now, you want to talk moon. Take it away,
This
Nate.
is crazy.
The moon is complete. Technically, Briar number 42. This was a fun challenge, Mr. J. Furman. Blue Moon, Briar number 42. Length is 8.25 inches, bowl height 1.56 inches. It is a 0.7-inch diameter chamber. The depth of the chamber is 1.2 inches. The stem is acrylic. Brass shank glows in the dark. Custom pine pipe stand that is 8.5 inches tall.
This is just ingenuity
Who made
for
this?
the challenge.
E.M. Whitmore. Sorry, I didn't start with that. I apologize. This is from P.M. Whitmore.
Whitmore?
I mean,
Whitmore.
Look, not only did he made it a glowing moon or, star or shooting star or falling rock meteor or whatever you want to call it. It's incredible. But he went into such lengths as to the details also in the stand. Can you zoom into the top left? Even that has that NASA type feel to it, the tag and plate on it, the writing.
Blue Moon, Instagram Pipe Makers Club, August Challenge. Does that say 2024?
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, it's one thing to make a pipe. It's another thing to make a pipe with such technical aspects to it, like the glowing. It's something else when you add the stand and all those little details. When it all comes together, it's just a phenomenal piece. Keep going up. Yeah, there you go. Now zoom into that.
Into
The
what?
pipe itself.
Oh yeah.
What did he say? Did he say that the bit is made of glass?
Brass on the stem
The shank is
or
is
the shank.
brass.
Yeah.
Now glass, that would be something else. But no,
Glass pipes. We're not.
that's a whole different show. And you need to have dreads.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Sanka, you
That's a-
dead?
Yeah, man. You got, no, he actually gave this away on his Instagram just here recently, as part of a giveaway thing that he did. And this thing, it's so unique and different. I didn't notice the plate on the stem, or I mean on the stand until you pointed it out, but that really adds to the whole picture of the thing. It's a beautiful piece. I really like this a lot.
Yeah. Like I said, it, when an artisan goes beyond and puts together this stand, there's a couple of artisans that make stands that go with their pipes, but the detail of the plate being, like I said, NASA related in a way is just really nice. Go ahead, Kirk. Do something. Now, Johann,
Sheesh.
this kid
This one
freaks me out
is
every time.
it's insane. This is like I looked at this for probably 20 minutes when he first posted it because
I kept looking at this and zooming in and looking at every
yeah,
little detail I could. And the first thing very first thing that crossed my mind when I first saw this, I know I said this once before about one of his pipes, but this one takes the cake on it. Seymour from the hell was that movie? Don't feed the plant thing.
oh yeah.
Little Shop of
Um,
Horrors.
Little Shop of
Yeah.
Horrors. It turned out, he was the plant was an alien, is what it was, and that's the first thing that struck me on this. Moon, space, the whole 9 yards, and this thing appears. It just absolutely blew me away. This is just a beautiful and phenomenally put together piece. The artistry in this is incredible.
Yeah, it's insane.
So when does it get
Um,
to your house, Jay?
What?
When does it get to your house?
No, no.
So-
It's incredible.
This is Johan from Freehand Pipes, and he said, "The moon as it's being struck clean through by an asteroid. I'm tempted to try glow in the dark paint in the cracks on the asteroid at some point. I think that would look sick, which I don't know if you got there or not, but Stummel is olive wood. The backside is briar capped with olive wood on both ends. Painted copper adornment. Sorry, it's patinad. Patinaed copper adornments. Ebonite stem, partially rusticated. The asteroid is copper and brass and acts as a plug for cleaning purposes. Great fun as always."
Now go to the
So
next
that
one with the videos while we go
so
over.
that asteroid comes out.
Yeah, the bottom piece. In other words, here, go back to the other one. All right, now zoom into the large photo on the left. See how it's connected for the shank to come through for the smoke?
Uh-huh.
Kirk, what are you doing?
No.
Stay right there. Stop. Now move it up
I'm gonna
to
get
where it
sick,
connects.
guys. All this.
Kirk,
Where exactly do you want me to go?
I want you to move it back up. Now stop.
Okay.
Now just move the mouse, the hand. Don't up. No, just the arrow.
I can't
I-
go.
Cursor. Don't grab.
Any-
Don't grab. Exactly.
Oh,
Stop grabbing.
okay.
Move the hand up. Stop. Holy shit. I swear I'm going to come to Indiana and smack you upside the head.
He went to a public school in Indiana, Jay. Give him a break.
I went to public
Strap
school.
a feed bucket to their face.
I
and-
wasn't stuffed in a locker, though, like he was, apparently, and fed lead paint.
All right. Where am I zooming into?
I don't want you to zoom in anywhere.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I want you to take the hand and just move it up without grabbing anything. Up, 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 left. Oh, I swear I'm going to beat you. Down. Keep going. Down. Stop.
There he
Okay.
is.
Now, that's where the pipe actually connects to the moon. Okay. So the draft hole comes through and it's actually from there. Okay. Your tobacco goes into where the asteroid is exploding out from the front. That back piece where the asteroid is going in, that comes out so you can actually clean it with a pipe cleaner. There's no way you'll get a pipe cleaner down through that shank, that connecting piece.
Hmm.
So, and you'll see that on some pieces like some umpols or some extremely bent pipes where the drilling goes through the other way. So there'll be a connect. So that's how he did that. Like on a Cavalier, essentially this is a Cavalier, and you're coming through the bowl from the bottom end of it. Is that so hard, Kirk? Now go to the next one. Right there. So there's your chamber. There's the connect. Did he give the measurements on this?
You didn't send them to me. Let me see.
No, I sent what he had. I don't think he had them.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
No. Now, what's interesting is you see how the mouthpiece is bent and how the moon is facing out. He actually engineered this absolutely perfectly. Where if you were holding and smoking this, the chamber is actually pointing straight up,
Mhm.
which this wasn't just thrown together.
I love it.
It's
I wonder if he
it's
sold
different, but it's his style.
Mhm.
You know, just like the other ones. Here someplace. There we go. You know, that's his style.
If you
You
were
know,
recording in a cave, we could actually see it, Jerry.
Yeah.
What, you want more light?
Jeez.
I'm not a particular fan of the light, you know.
You love the tanning bed. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but my eyes are closed. You don't think I tan with my eyes open, do you? I put a skirt over my eyes.
We ready for the next one?
Go.
Oh,
All right. So
I sent you the English version.
I appreciate that. This is Rafael Arzuaga.
Yep. Oh,
Nailed
you
it.
did that. You did that well.
I've been practicing.
Bravo, Nate. Bravo.
Now let me butcher the reading of this. The use of hand-carved wood and stone for the details highlights the contrast between the organic and the refined, adding both depth visually and conceptually. The motifs invite contemplation and connection with natural cycles, making this pipe more than just a functional object, but a tribute to the introspection, ritual, and harmony with the cosmos. In short, this piece is a tribute to the moon, fusing artisanal tradition with celestial symbolism to create an object that transcends its particular purpose and becomes a contemplative and spiritual work of art.
I don't care what Justin says. You read that beautifully.
Thank you, Jay.
Brought a tear to my eye. The articulation that you had was just wonderful.
I'm proud of you
When
for
you're
practicing that.
when you were talking about the freehands a minute ago, I was just reading it over and over and over again by myself here, so I could not screw that one up.
Wow, you practiced. Okay. Hey, it's
I love
okay.
on this one how, like, if you were holding this with your right hand, you could like slide your index finger inside of that crescent moon. It
Mhm.
looks like incredibly ergonomic.
Oh yeah,
I had to look at this piece a few times to figure it out because the crescent goes completely into the center of where the briar is, but the
yeah,
chamber is on top. So where the chamber and the draft hole, it really confused me some as to, you know, how much tobacco could you put, but you actually, it's a pretty decent chamber. You know, it's not like a small pipe, you know, but it's not a huge chamber. It's not a 2 hour smoke. The briar itself being as large, you'd expect it to be a much larger chamber. Uh, but without the center there, it's just deceiving. I think he did a great job.
I'm gonna
yeah.
guess
It's
the
almost like an
chamber angles back towards the shank.
Yeah, the chamber itself coming this way. Yeah, you know, it
it's
reminds me of one of Werner Mermit's illusion pokers. I think there's another picture in there, Kirk. Go to the next one. There you go. From the side,
I
you know,
I like the finish that he did on the inside of the curve. on the inside of the crescent there. The contrast with this stem, it matches really, really well. I think it's a beautiful piece. I love the little stonework that he did up by the bowl too.
But you
They-
see, that's
It's
where the
pronounced
deceiving part is.
croissant.
Because the inside is finished and then blasted and then finished in that black, it appears as though there's less material there, but there is more than you think.
Mm,
And that's where the chamber is sitting.
that's cool. It's very interesting. It's like like I was going to say earlier, it looks like almost like it's an optical illusion.
Yeah, he did it. He's an artist to begin with, so
Oh yeah,
I don't expect anything less than artistry and trickery with his work, to deceive the eye.
beautiful stuff.
There's another one.
It's kind of like a blowfish shape
Mm.
that got the front shot out. Like,
Yeah,
You look, I can see that. It's got that asymmetrical type feel to it without the center, like a Pac-Man.
I like it. This is exactly what I expect from him.
so this is from EP Pipes. He said, completed lunar pipe, glow in the dark stem, and accents. And I have to say, I saw this pipe at the Columbus show, and it was much larger than I thought it was going to be.
Really?
Yeah, it was a decent sized pipe, but I really like the finish he did on this. I really like the accents and the stem and everything. I think I think this is a really cool pipe. This might be one of my favorite pieces I've seen him do. I really think this is a neat pipe.
What I found interesting on it is, where the bowl is itself, you have those few, illuminated dots going on. But then when you hit the shank, there is much more and much smaller. So it looks something, it looks, it looks like something nuclear. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like
yeah,
something that fell
yeah.
out of the sky. And the stem itself is just incredible. There's a lot of makers doing glow in the dark. I have a few pieces from David Huber where he's done that. And I know Chris Morgan has done it and a couple of others. It's just an incredible effect. It's quite it's quite eye catching. I'll tell you that. He did a good job on this. Look,
Yeah.
there's an artistry that's involved, and aesthetics and everything else aside, it's a pipe first and foremost. It has to smoke, and his pipes are going to smoke well, and the aesthetics are for the challenge, for no other reason that he did this, and I think he nailed it.
There's another
So,
picture. Yeah.
do- Yeah,
Oh, what?
go back one. Now zoom into that bottom left a little bit. Right there. Stop. See, I didn't notice before. You see how all the illuminated dots, they're raised,
Uh-huh.
and then those are inserted in. So we actually carved the bowl to have that, 3D effect of it, where those are raised, and then drilled into it
Like alien pimples.
to insert it. Yeah. Now go to the next one. You can see it without the illumination. There you go. Now zoom into that bottom right. Now that's alien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the urge to pop each one of those craters.
That's a whole other show. Is that Dr. Pimple Popper or something like that? That's just disgusting. That's just gross.
I agree.
Ugh.
Tune in next week.
Ugh.
I think it's cool with the glow in the dark stem on this one because it looks like the pipe when it's on the glowy pictures. To me it looks like almost like the stem is a light source, and you're putting it in there, and exuding that
I-
light through the
I see what you're
holes.
saying. Yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what
I
I
see
mean?
what you're saying. Yeah. As if you would
Like
have,
it
like if you put the flashlight in and all of a sudden it just, yeah.
exactly. That's as I was looking at it, I kept thinking it's pretty cool because it looks like the stem is a light source that's emitting light from all the surfaces that are translucent.
If there was any pipe maker that would put a light inside the inside of a stem like that, so when you put the stem in, it lights up the rest of the pipe, and when you take it
Yeah.
out, it doesn't. It would be him. You know, like those pens that you get where it has a light on the end of it. You know, if you press it
Uh-huh.
in, but it's like that.
Don't tempt him. Do not tempt him.
That way, if anybody could do it or would do it, it would be him. Could you imagine that? A light on the end of the shed where you press the button and it lights up the whole damn pipe?
Hey, I could see him doing it.
Or just around the chamber so you could light it at night and then you turn it off?
Like puts a
Well, what
halo
happens when I
on
scorch those bulbs?
Yeah. On any pipe but yours?
I'm glad that you went there because I was gonna go there.
I had to beat you. That's right.
That's why he did it. Yeah. I don't know. I have 5 pipes sitting in front of me with scorched rims. You know why? Because I smoke them.
That's right, Jay. Thank you for saying that out loud. Everyone's thinking it.
Justin, do you mean to tell me that you don't have one pipe with a scorched rim?
Not from me.
Not one.
No. Because I use a really soft, small flame and I control it when I use it. And I don't smoke while I drive usually.
Well, I steer with my knees and tamp and light and feeling everything
Wait till
else
this
while I'm
week's
driving.
episode. Wait till this week's episode.
Why?
You'll have to find out.
Uh,
Yeah.
And
Wow.
I'm doing the editing this week and it's not getting cut out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I see nothing wrong with a scorched rim, browned rim.
I mean, it's fine. You know, a $500 pipe with a scorched rim it's perfectly fine. It's a perfectly fine way to treat an expensive pipe.
You know what? I bet it's appreciated by the pipe maker.
I bet it's not. I know the pipe maker of one of his pipes, and he doesn't appreciate that it's a scorched rim.
Let's leave Nate out of this. Both of them.
Both of them.
You're exactly right.
I know.
Softy
wanna-
bit and scorched rim.
You want to read the
can't protect.
challenge
You can't protect both ends.
for next month?
Is that it?
That's all
Yeah.
the pipes, yeah.
That's it.
Oh man.
So for the month of September, Jay's challenge says September. Goodbye summer, hello fall. My personal favorite time of the year. Sweater weather. Cool, crisp evenings, hot chocolate, spiked, of course, with marshmallows and whipped cream. The leaves changing colors. I think sitting outside on the front porch just as the sun is going down in the rocker, watching your neighbor getting yelled at by his wife. Another one chasing a dog that got out. Kids riding their bikes in the streets, menacing cars that go by. But you get to sit and enjoy it all while smoking a pipe, inspired by the season. Fall colors in the finish and stem, a shape that harkens to sitting in a rocking chair with a chamber that allows time to contemplate your day. And the reason you still live next to these lunatics.
You see how I feel about my neighbors.
Yeah, I can tell. Lovely people, it sounds like. Lovely people.
Do you live in Anderson?
Am I your neighbor?
Won't you be my neighbor?
I was in Nate's
Right.
backyard one time and an explosion happened in the next yard.
Yeah, I think I moved.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously, there was an explosion. We don't know what happened.
Oh,
And
okay.
They would always like light off a bunch of M80s in a coffee can just like once a day. And it would scare the holy crap out of my elderly Great Dane. And she would just be shaking like a leaf on a tree. for no reason. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. They just light off a pipe bomb. I don't know, man.
Just trying to keep the property tax down.
Nah, I got neighbors around here. It's crazy. And I chose to live here. But
Kirk lives in Huntington, Indiana. It's one giant trailer park.
what's wrong with
You just
trailer
gotta-
parks?
I lived in a trailer park for a long
What's wrong
time.
with trailer parks? We do the garbage at a bunch of trailer parks.
I was
I had
born
a
and
nice
raised in
trailer.
Huntington, so I can say I can say for sure. I don't know
My-
when Kirk moved there. You ask yourself the same question, Kirk?
Sometimes people don't know how to drive in this town either. Like I was driving and someone just honked at me. They might have known who I was, maybe, I don't know. But like I had the right of way, like there's no stop sign for me. And he like was trying to go and I'm just driving normal and he like honked. And then today there's this dude in the turn lane to turn, but his turn signal was going the other way. Like he wanted to switch lanes and I just kept driving. And he gets behind me and starts honking his horn at me. I was like,
Dude, wait a
you were in
minute.
the wrong lane.
Wait. Are you telling me you're gonna bash some dyslexic driver right now?
Dyslexic my ass.
No,
Well, this
But-
was a lot of fun, guys.
it was. So I'm looking forward to September's because that's look. First of all, if you're gonna say sweater weather, you gotta say it the right way.
Did I not say it the right way?
You said it just like somebody from Indiana would say it.
Sweater weather?
Sweater weather? Where is
That's how you
Indiana
wrote
say
it.
sweater weather?
That's how you wrote it. Sweater weather.
Yeah, sweater weather.
Like, well, okay, maybe I should enunciate the TH a little more.
Sweater weather.
Sw-
That's-
Sweater weather.
There you go. Now you
There
can
it
come here.
was.
Now you can move to New York. Downstate.
Drink out of my straws.
Straw.
Bought
With the water.
coffee around the corner for a quarter.
Well, look, I'm really curious as to see what they do with the chambers of these pipes, to be honest. The finish and the aesthetics with the season is one thing, but the cooler weather, keep in mind, people smoke, maybe more English blends in the cooler weather, those crisp evenings. So you don't want a narrower chamber where you would have Virginias or vapors, a more open chamber to allow those Orientals and English blends to really thrive. So I'm wondering if they pick up on that at all, but we'll see.
What are you guys
Uh,
smoking? Smoking a
I-
Sean Ream with a wide chamber and some plum pudding.
This is my LB Billiard from JP, from Juan.
Oh.
The one that I posted the other day.
Mm.
I let me tell you, I love this billiard. I've been smoking this all week. I mean, along with other pipes, but all week. I think I'm going to start posting, most smoked pipe of the week as a story on Saturday night to see which one it was. But we'll see.
I'm smoking a Ecclesias with a full Virginia flake from 2009. Nate, what are you
Nice.
smoking?
Nate, what do you got there?
I got
Had.
nothing.
Got
I'm
nothing.
not allowed though.
I should give you some snuff or something.
I'm good.
It's Nate sneezing. on the
I can't
podcast.
do that. You really do that snuff?
Sometimes, yeah. I'll take
know,
it to
but-
work.
I can't do that. I see people doing that, and that's fine if they want to. But here, if I was to pull that out and try that, I'd get arrested. There's no way. There's no way I'm pulling white powder out and start
It's
doing
brown
snuff
powder.
while I'm driving.
It's not
I don't
white.
care while I'm driving. I don't need
It
the China
looks
white
much-
or anything else.
Yeah. It looks a lot more like heroin, really.
Yeah.
You can roll up a Washington.
So if you call the other shit devil's salad or whatever the hell you call it, what
Devil's
would
lettuce.
you call that? Devil's lettuce? What would you call that stuff?
Heroin?
Snuff.
No, or Coke.
Oh, Coke.
Powdered sugar.
Devil's salt.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no interest in
Satan's
trying
sugar.
snuff.
Satan's
What-
sugar. There we go.
Yeah.
You got devil's lettuce and
Satan.
Satan's sugar.
Yeah, I like that. I like Saint Sugar.
I'll stick with my rum vanilla from Seattle Pipe Club made by Sutliff.
Hey, you should get a vape.
I'm good.
With that beard and the flat bill cap, you should be vaping, dude.
Dude, you could get a Subaru too, man.
Just don't get the Forester.
Well, he drives a 4Runner. It might as well be a Subaru.
Wow.
It's the hipster Toyota.
Is it? I feel like it's
Is it?
the soccer mom Toyota.
What?
They call it a mall crawler.
What? Your car?
The 4Runner, yeah, Toyota 4Runner.
I like the Forerunner.
I love the 4Runner.
I like the nothing wrong with the Forerunner.
Speaking of 4Runner, every time I go to Copper Canyon in Fort Wayne, I always think of you because every time I drive right past where you were broke down, and I
Yeah.
just think of you every time.
I wasn't broke down because it wasn't the truck's fault.
Well, I
It
know.
was the
mean, go-
dealership's
Wheelchair.
fault.
Yeah, go back to episode 107, and I think you can listen to the story. I don't
If
know.
that was at all accurate, I would be floored that you knew the exact episode.
He does. This is what he does
Kurt,
all day.
what's up with taking cheap shots at our podcast episode names, dude?
It was a joke.
Yeah, sure. Felt very pointed and hurtful, Kirk. Captain Kirk.
No, if you go back and look at song titles from like bands like The Devil Wears Prada or Chiodos, they have these long.
Hold it. Don't knock the Devil Wears Prada. I like that movie.
I'm talking about the band.
Me too. It's one of my favorite movies.
It's a
One
great
of my
movie.
favorite bands.
Anne
Yeah, right.
Hathaway
It's
is
a great movie.
smoke show.
It is a great movie.
But there's a
But-
song title that's No Hardcore Dancing in the Living Room. That's a song
You don't
title.
deserve to go to Paris. You eat cobs, for God's sake.
Did you say Cobbs?
Yeah, like a Cobb salad.
No, carbs, because she has that accent. She
Cobs.
Cobs. I mean, Kirk also writes into Brian's show.
I think it's funny that Jay, with the thick, thick, thick New York accent, is trying to speak with an English accent. And it's a total disaster, dude.
Well, it's Coxley or Cockney, whatever the hell they call it over there. Don't let me get all fucking Welsh on you now.
Are we going to end this thing, or are we just going to keep? Is this Pipes, Pores, and Pals episode or something? We just keep talking in awkward silence and mixed with pipe and tamper, where we're closing our blinds and I want to take restroom breaks and stuff.
No, we're good. I'm done.
All right.
I didn't get to body butt or anything when I got out of the shower.
Yeah,
because,
thanks for listening to the Indiana Pipes Club.
No,
Really?
Kurt,
Again?
stop.
All right. Anyways,
Wow.
go Bears.